Happy Thursday. I just got home from work. I am going to Phoenix Mercury game, WNBA. These were courtesy of Cala under eye patches. I got them at TJ Maxx a few weeks ago. Because I just came home, used some Clinique toner, astringent in my face real quick, let that dry down, put on another layer of sunscreen because I'm taking light rail, stop, faces the sun as it's setting. Since the sun doesn't set till 7:30, that sun's going to be in my face, so I wanted to have another layer of sunscreen since early in the day. Usually I'm inside all day, so I don't like, so I did that, and then put on some eye primer, put on some more lip balm, Juvia's Place. I'm hoping National Lipstick Day, that goes on sale again, so I can buy some more. So it's a good bargain. And because I had different lippy on, so I took that off and of course dried out my lips. And then put those patches on. Yeah, so going to the game, courtesy of Zuri Circle. They're on Facebook. I'm not sure if they're on Instagram, but Zuri Circle, great organization, ran by Kimberly's daughter. That's who I know, Zuri. Great organization. I can't go to details. My mind is, but look them up. So with that, we're gonna put on some Danessa Myricks dry oil, facial oil, but it's dry. I'm trying not to have to buy more of this. I mean, it's $30. It's $30. The time I need it is usually, or the time I use it is when I'm using something that's matte. And you can see any shine right now is, I literally just turn the AC off because it's kind of loud from what I think of, and turn the fan on. Thinking sunscreen, that's what that any oiliness was. I'm getting home. Okay, I'm gonna close that. But yeah, I don't, you know, even other bottles like this big, still, I use it mostly with her products and the NYX Blur, which is what I'm using today. Go to the game, I don't have to put makeup on. I almost was like, I'm not gonna put anything on, but I kind of want to test out how matte it's gonna keep me. I'm trying to go all the way to my hairline with this, because what I've been noticing, when I sweat right here. This T-zone. And of course, that was Smashbox Mattifying primer. Where's my towel? Okay, because I was like, I had a different shirt on. That shirt back there. And I was like, okay, if I make it home and I'm now hot and sweaty, I had the windows down. I don't turn the AC on. I'm almost out of gas. I have enough gas to get to the place, to parking lot next to light rail, drive back home, and then get gas tomorrow. If I go anywhere. But yeah, mostly during the summer, I rarely turn the AC on, so. We are using, I'm gonna turn it this way. There's a lot in here right now. St. Lux. Forgive the messiness. I don't know where that's, because I use the same napkin to put the setting powder on. I just fold it nicely until I do my makeup again. I was like, where'd all that come from? Why is it on there? Because it wasn't that way a second ago. So I'm trying to definitely mattify T-zones. I'm gonna say, I'm trying to get there at the light rail stop. Within like 5 to 10 minutes of the light wheel coming, so I'm not in that sun too long. I'm not a big fan of light wheel. There's always something happening in the light wheel. There's always some interesting people. And there's also hardworking people on it, but there's always interesting people. If you've been to Subway in New York, it's nothing like that, or compared to that, but it's always interesting. My eyebrows are oily. I already set them earlier today, this morning. I'll insert a picture of me with that shirt on, and the lip gloss I'm wearing. But I really don't like to go on a light wheel. But when you go to a Suns game, Footprint Center game, or event, Mercury game, light wheel is free. So then you also have transit cops who are asking you for tickets. It's like, why don't you harass those people who are acting a fool over there? So dealing with that as well. I know they're just doing their job, but there'd be stuff going on, and there's nobody, of course. And it's going to downtown Phoenix, which is a whole nother issue. I don't know. Yes, I'm still powdering. We're going to try to use up what's left of the all-nighter. I know Urban Decay right now has a private sale for Memorial Day weekend. It's 25% off, I think. But this is usually $36. 25% really isn't that much. 16, which is the smaller one. Not trying to use too much because go Milani. Because I'm trying to wait for a good sale. Yeah, it's always something not necessarily bad, but interesting happens. I've gotten a backwards compliment once on there. It's I'm gonna say it's unpleasant, but you kind of have to be in. I don't know if that's too much. Y'all have seen me use this one before. I have a few new products. My mother was like, "Are you gonna do a video using those?" So I'm doing a video using one of the new products. And let's spray. Let's use Milani for that brush. So it's like, yes, Mom, I will do that for you. I know this is way too much. I'm looking at this right now. So yeah, you just always kind of have to be ready for something to happen in light rail. But it's, like I said, free versus trying to pay for parking, which downtown is usually, could be like anywhere $10 to $20. If we still had a temp office downtown, that'd be awesome. I would just go over there and walk. Even though, it'll be over at night, but and it's all up in my hair right there. Yep. That's probably why they say don't go all up in your hairline. It means I'll be washing my hair when I come home. Let's go like that. Let's go like that. The equalizer 2 is on. I don't know what that has to do with Memorial Day, but it's not Memorial Day yet, so. But maybe because they're getting ready for Equalizer 3. I don't know when that comes out. I know they were filming it, I don't say recently, because a lot of stuff was shut down. I told you that was too much. Let me shut up. NYX. Eventually I'll figure out this, because I have the ring light on, because it helps to an extent, but to another extent it does not. But we know it's the HD photo finish, which I just like wearing when I wear this foundation, or tinted foundation, whatever you want to call it. Because, some things just work better together. I think last time, that's all we're going to do right there. Oh, but I need to buy toilet paper. I'm half of toilet paper left. Okay, yeah, I need to do that. I'm using a puff. It's damp. I saw this trend, And so I'm just kind of, and it did work. Probably need more water running out of it, but as long as it works for now. But yeah, so I'm like, okay, I'm cordial. I know their faces. I know what cars they drive, some of them. I was supposed to go to something else tonight, downtown, but like I said, I got these tickets, and I was like, let me go to a game. And it would have been, it's less stressful. Other than the light rail, actually, I think about that, light rail. So that kind of blended out nicely. Okay. And then, I know a lot of people stuff in the middle and go out. Yeah, it's different. I think next time I'll dampen it, squeeze it all out, and then wait a little bit longer. I say that because I don't have a lot of hamstrings, so I don't really squeeze out very well. And I didn't get enough time with this heat. It's like 96, 97, 98 today. It would have dried it out some more. Not doing it this morning because it would have been dried out all the way. Okay. Yeah, I got home in a record time. I just didn't start right away because I just had everything together. I put everything in like a bowl of everything I'm going to use, and then I laid it out. So I wasn't sure if maintenance was coming today, and so I don't want to have my station set up for that reason. Okay, so that is fine. We're going to set in a second, but first, Fenty, of course, who also I believe has a 50% off some of the faves on their website. Of course, it's not the Invisimatte blotting powder. I want that, but of course, that's not what's on sale. On a discount. I'm like, I have enough of the lipsticks. I don't need any more. So I'm going to start from here today, since I don't have my eyeshadow on yet, which is a simple look anyway. So they have a sale. Pretty much almost everybody has a sale, I noticed. So I definitely need a setting spray on sale. Sorry, camera. I'm trying to think who else has a sale. ColourPop has a 30% off sale. But I would only want one thing from them, and then shipping is like $5.99. I'm like, what I want is like $7. So I'm like paying $12, $13 for the thing I want. No, I'm good. I'll wait till eventually comes to Ulta. It's just a lippy. Although I was considering trying out the tinted moisturizer they have again. That's what I started using when I first started doing makeup, even though it was the wrong shade. But I was using that. I haven't watched how they buff out this one or do that. So that's why it's looking weird while I do that. But yeah, it's freezing at work, so I'm like, then go outside in at least 100-degree weather. It's looking okay. I didn't have to dress nice or anything. I like that blouse. Felt like wearing it. So treat this, it's kind of business casual, but jeans. So I try to wear a nice top. Not like t-shirts. They don't want you wearing t-shirts unless graphic tee Friday. Okay. But yeah, I put the maintenance request in on Monday. I had to verbally do it because I could not get into my account to put it. And ended up having to recreate another account, which sent me right back to my original account. I'm like, okay. And I didn't see my maintenance request in there. So I said so I put another one today. I was like, I told so-and-so on Monday. Which is probably why nobody's been here all freaking week. I'm like, I wanted him to come on the day I worked from home. So I'll also make sure he doesn't wear his shoes in the apartment and in my bathroom, because I walk barefoot. I don't want to step on whatever he's stepping on outside. And then one maintenance guy did see the note and took his shoes off, and I was here, and he still took his shoes off. So I appreciate that. I realized I didn't blend out. Okay, we're gonna do that now. Concealer, so we're gonna make it blend out a little bit. There. It's fine, because I also have some contour there I needed to blend out. And I didn't look at, last year I had a post-it full of it's like how to mask proof your makeup and then sweat proof, which to me they're almost one and the same. And I usually say to spray between every layer. I'm like, that's a lot of spray, first of all. So I'm trying to get a matte one and then a natural one as well. Because the matte one be making me look too dry. And also, next stop making the small $4 matte one. That's the one I'll be using. Okay, so I like it because like thin layer. That's the goal. So that's cream. What else is cream? Let me set my under eye. Did I use all that? Spread that around. I'm going to use the powder puff again. That's already damp. But yeah. Okay. No, we are not. It's not turning out well. So instead, another puff. Another puff. I washed puffs last night. They had been washed, but I washed them again. So we're going to do that instead. Let's put this down. Let's wipe this chalkiness off my hand. This is the thing that's going to be slowing me down. And nothing else. This. There we go. So that, just kind of evening it out. So if it was less damp, I think that would have worked just fine. Because it was so damp, is why it wasn't. It was just making a mess. I'm running out of the setting powder. I'm like, either get some more. I have setting powder already, so I'm trying not to buy any more, but when I'm all said and done, I will definitely go back to St. Luxe. But I need to use the rest of them I have. Well, Mercier, I have two of those. I have medium, deep, and the translucent. And then I have the Beauty Bakery, which I'm going to use this summer for something else I wanted to try out. Okay, so I'm going to put a little extra, I guess in the sense of baking. Again, I'm trying to kind of sweat proof. I was watching this video the other day, and they were saying if you're oily combo, you don't even need to use setting spray, you just use powder, setting powder, and you should be fine. I'm like, oh, Okay. So what I'm going to do real quick, Juvia's Place, of course, I am going to just do a quick eyeshadow. Usually I do my eyeshadow beforehand, y'all know this, because I don't like to take up a lot of time recording. But you also see me just going at it right there. The AC will be working on light rail usually, otherwise it won't be running. Summer, they know. But hopefully most people will have made it home. And just people going to the game. And Lizzo was in town last night with Lotto. People said it was a good performance. Same place, Footprint, which I didn't know until I was looking up if the light rail was free, if you had tickets. Like I said, they like to harass you about that, so I just want to make sure. Okay, so again, and even though I put setting powder, you see it's kind of sinking in. Yeah. So the new product I have is the Juvia's Place new liquid blush, and this one is in Sweet Berries. So this one was gifted to me from my mother. She was not able to figure out how to get it to work, so she gave it to me for mature skin is what she was telling me. How old is she? I don't know how old my mother is. I'm not gonna say how old she is, but I don't. She's the same age as Denzel. That's all I know. That's all I know. So I'm just gonna go like this. So I tell people she's the same age as Denzel. That's all I know. So I'm really not trying to miss this light well. Yeah, I know I have time. I'm just trying to leave by 5 minutes before the hour, and then because we have this long light, and if light rail comes, changes the schedule of the lights. So I did not want to miss that and deal with parking, because I'm not paying for parking. And the thing with these tickets is if you get them, it's best that you go. And I don't want to, you know, mess up anything for the organization by not going, because I'd be like, I hate parking downtown. That's one thing. I don't go anywhere downtown because I'm like, does it have free parking? Can I validate? Because otherwise, no. It's just a hassle downtown. All right, so I'm gonna wipe off my hand again. So this is what I'm gonna do. This is also kind of, I know a sponge, I could use a sponge, to help my mother out if she wants to take this back from me. So I'm gonna put some on my hand. And Sweet Berries, I realized, is almost the same exact color as Rare Beauty's Faith. Only difference is that dries matte. This does not dry down like that at all. So I'm gonna put some on my hand. And that's kind of a lot. And then I'm going to just take my fingers, kind of like how I used Danessa. I'm gonna take one finger because, yeah, that's a lot. So that's why I'm just gonna take one finger over there, one finger over here. And that's already a lot. So that defeats of what I was trying to show my mother. I tried it the other day. I used less, obviously. So usually I would want less on my hand. And again, I'm not worried about this drying down. But now I'm just gonna kind of pat it out. But yeah, if I do this for you, Mom, I'm gonna use less. Like half, like I won't swipe like I just did, because like I said, I practiced, and then I didn't do anything I said I was gonna do. Okay, and I'm gonna take my brush, and that kind of, you can't see it die down because it's hitting the lighting, it's hitting right there. So it still looks like a lot. But yeah, natural brows today, naturalish, not the sculpted, because I still gotta work tomorrow, and I'm like, let me say less product on my face that I gotta wash off. Possible, but I didn't want to do all that. So there's that. Close this. But yeah, so I'm going to use the Faith of the Rare Beauty one or this one. If I travel anywhere, I will take one and I'll leave the other one at home because, like I said, it's a lot. So there's that. And then I'm going to spray real quick. She wants to die. And then I'm going to set with the powders. So Juvia's Place. I was going to use some other fluffy brush, but obviously I'm not. It's kind of, okay, it's not so bad in my hairline right now. Nice. See. And also another way you can kind of control it. Again, foundation brush, just a little bit over it. So you can't see it, but I can see it right here. It's kind of dimming it down a little bit. And I forgot who told me that one. If I can remember, I'll tag them. Another way to calm blush that goes out of control. And then what I like to do, I'm going to start trying to use the bottom one more. Like that. Which, because it looks like it's purple, it's not. It's just a cooler color. I'll start using this for my nose contour. Because I think Timeless Glameology, Glam, she said she was going to show us, and then she just did it. She didn't say it while she was doing it, but I'm guessing, because I told her I only used the top in the comments, and I'm guessing she used this one for the bottom. From the bottom, to contour her nose. Like I said, she didn't say it. I guess that's what happened. Okay, then let me go back to over here. Okay, so it's that. And to set the blush, that's three figures, don't think it's the reflection, is of course my Saharan palette, and I did test it out to see if it will work with that color, Sweet Berries. Which one? Because I don't have a purple blush. So, but Abby here, I'm guessing that's how you say it, Abby, A-B-Y, is good. Is a good substitute. I'm only gonna do a little. Just to set it. And I know it's shocking for me to do a little, but because it's not really a purple, but it's close. So I'm seeing where I put it. I think they say start like in the middle. You don't start right there because I see where I set it. So that makes sense. And hopefully when I do my finishing powder or setting powder, there'll be a little less. Okay, let's get to the lips. Like I said, I have some of course I sharpen this. No, I sharpen a different one this morning. Or last night. Scratching my lips. You see it running out. This is my Rebel Kind from NYX. I didn't, yeah, I used a different pencil this morning. That's probably why I didn't sharpen this one. could use a brush, but I don't. And I don't even know where my primer is, but it'll be fine. Let me set the rest of my face, and then I'll finish my lips. Sephora, as we know, face powder, Micro Smooth. What it's all about. Get me through this heat of standing on a platform. It's not too much. Well, I can see it still. Oh, what I was going to do. Nothing too fancy. Cool. I won't even tell that someone's there, but I see it. And then let's, because I'm seeing how shiny my nose is. Okay, we'll be doing some more in a second. So there's that. And we're using Fenty Icon, and Crowd Surfer. Excuse me. Just like a purple. It looks like it's there, but it's not. That's fine. Okay. And because it is a semi-matte, I do have a new lippy, the Lip Bar. Soft Kisses, and it's nourishing lipstick. I did try it out. It is very nourishing, and it's nice nourishing. So it's kind of between a lipstick and a lip gloss. Except doing it before I go outside the line. Okay. So it's kind of the same shade, but I'm just using it as a topper to keep that nourishing. Yeah, my teeth. So I could have just wore this, but I don't know if I'm eating anything, but then I have to reapply. So it's that. And then, oh, am I gonna spray? I don't want to spray because I'm looking at how shiny I look right now. So what I'm going to do is put some setting powder. To also help with that blush looking like it's out of control. So I keep telling people, Juvia's Place liquid blushes, powder is your friend, because it is. Okay, so I'm gonna use and then There's a look I did last year that was before I was recording, before I was naming stuff, my files of what I used. And I'm like, I don't know what I used, but it stayed well in 109-degree heat. Of course, the sun was setting. It was like 7 at the time. And I was in the shade, but it held very well. It was fine until I got into somebody's house and he didn't have the AC on. So while we were waiting for the AC to kick in, that's when my face started getting all falling apart, basically. Okay, so with that, now let us, what is mascara, Lash Paradise. I didn't mean for this video to go this long because it's not like most of the stuff I used before. Clumpy, I really need to get a new one. If it wasn't for my eyes, I know I'm going to be sweating, possibly, staring into the sun, I'd wear my Milani. Even though it's long wearing though, I don't think anything competes with Phoenix Sun and heat. Any product, cosmetic product that claims to be long wearing, I used to test it in the Phoenix summer before I believe it. So I know some people who the makeup stays, doesn't move anywhere at all. They probably also run their AC in their car, which I did not. So that could be the point. Okay, so mascara. And then we're gonna put the earrings I had on earlier. I went with that shirt, my light pink ones, universal thread. Even though I'm wearing a dark shirt and dark jeans, it's a pop of color. And settle. Since the lipstick is doing enough. And the blush. So, I still have time. So with that, this is my final look. Have a good night. Have a good Memorial Day weekend if I don't shoot another video.